Hey, good morning, folks, and happy hump day. It is Wednesday. We have made it to the halfway mark in our week, so that is absolutely exciting. I'll be completely honest with you. I know I'm ready for the weekend. So we're just going to tinker around this morning. Well, I was going to say I was going to have some coffee. I'm out of coffee. It's awful tragedy. Awful tragedy, I'll tell you. So I'm going to have some water. I'll be a little healthy. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. I'm gonna get some music on too. Look, I'm gonna pull
Saya Destroyer says good morning. I'm getting ready for work.
Hey, good morning. What do you do for work, bud? Oh, what the hell? I keep clicking on stuff. Let me see YouTube on. A little bit of YouTube. Play a little bit of music.
Saya Destroyer says I run a lab.
Oh, you work in a lab? Ooh, something scientific, something technical. I like it. I like it. I bet that's fun work. You out there figuring out the next big science thing. It's using your noggin. Hey Denise, welcome in. I didn't even see you in the chat. Well, not the chat, in the viewer thing. I'm still trying to get this whole thing worked out. TikTok Live Studio don't like to work for me too much in the morning. Let's see. Let me get that fixed though. Get that fixed. Let's see. What do I want to take and make today? We'll just go into a new design. I was working on a wall shelf. It wasn't working out too well for me.
Luke says I am home.
Hey, Luke. I'm glad you're home, buddy. I'm glad you made it home. So that's fantastic. How's the schedule adjustment since the time was so crazy over there in Hawaii doing all your HVAC stuff? Well, we're gonna put on some Lo-Fi Girl. That's what we're gonna do.
Luke says I fell asleep at 2 p.m.
Yeah, I could imagine. I could have definitely imagined. Yeah, hell of a time change. Hell of a time change. There we go. Just a little Lo-Fi Girl on there. Let's see. Hey, you know what I should have done? I should have just put on a pressure washing simulator and played that all morning. So what are you getting into today, man, now that you're back in the States? You still got work you got to do, or you got a little bit of time off?
Luke says time off.
Well, that's good. That's good. I'm definitely glad you got that time off, man. Definitely need.
Luke says next is Florida.
Yeah. Well, at least that's a little bit closer to home. I mean, the weather's gonna be hotter than sin, but at least it's a little closer to home. You know what? I actually think I'm gonna put on some Power Wash Simulator. That's what I'm gonna do. It better open up on the right screen too. She's gonna make me mad. Daggone it. Well, it definitely didn't open up on the right screen. I don't know what its deal is. Small options. Graphics. Screen window. There we go.
Luke says Ema play some RDR while watching.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Yeah, definitely spin you up some RDR. I played it a little bit last night. I posted it in the Discord that I was hopping onto it. So I didn't play it for too long. It's definitely a fun game. Definitely a fun game. Oh, I want to go into a bonus job.
Luke says Ema check it.
Alright. There we go. I'm gonna finish this right here. I gotta get this chat thing fixed too. This is dumb. Oh Lord. Hold on to firm that up. Alright, there we go. There we go. Now we get that straightened out. Good morning, McLovin. Welcome in. Oh damn, that's got a hell of a lag to it. On a scale of 1 to 10, how awful is the video quality right now? Because I know it's got a hell of a lag to it.
Gilbert Shavira says good morning, bro.
Hey, good morning, buddy. How you doing, man? It's good to see you again.
Luke says it's good quality.
Okay, well, I won't take and change it then. My responses are just slightly delayed. I've got the live pulled up on another screen. What you got going on today, Gilberto? Anything good, man?
Gilbert Shavira says how was work yesterday?
It wasn't too bad. It was busy, man. I'm telling you. There was a bunch of stuff going on, you know, having to jump from one thing to the next. If we weren't at the halfway mark in the week, I'd call out of work. I need an extra day to myself, but it'll be alright. That'll be the weekend before we know it. How was your day?
Gilbert Shavira says not much getting my kids ready for school.
Oh yeah, well, that's good. That's always good. Definitely always good. How many kids you got, Gilberto? You got a couple of them? Oh hell.
Gilbert Shavira says I got 5 kids, lol.
5 kids? Whoo, buddy. Daggum. That's whew. Hey, good morning. I like to draw. What's loud? Am I too loud? Loud and proud. Now I gotta ask, Gilberto, Um, you got 5 children. How how far apart are they, man? You had to be popping one out, every year. Tire's dirty. Oh, you like this lo-fi I like to draw? Yeah, it's enjoyable. I love listening to it in the morning. Mm. How's that wheel? It's still dirty. Mm. Shadow. That's just a little bit of shadow. Mm. Oh, damn. Any of y'all got coffee this morning? I'm drinking water. Trying to be trying to be a little bit on the healthier side. Stay hydrated. Mm.
Gilbert Shavira says my comments going through?
That one just did. I've got text to speech on for folks that follow, so it should, rattle off some of them. I know TikTok's real bad about filtering. God, I mean they're awful about filtering comments. Hold on, let me take a look. Let me see if I can excuse me, hell far. Let me take a look.
Gilbert Shavira says my kids are like about 2 years apart from each other.
Okay, 2 years apart from each other? Well, that ain't too bad. That ain't too bad. Not too bad.
Gilbert Shavira says 15. Gilbert Shavira says 13.
Okay. Almost hit a cool down on that text to speech. So 15, 13, 11. Dang, they really are just
Gilbert
2 years
Shavira
apart.
says 11.
Oh man. Well, at least they're older, you know. Hey, good morning, Chandler. Thanks for that heart, buddy. Appreciate that. Part of the team. Part of the team.
Gilbert Shavira says and the last one is 2.
How's that? That one's a bit more recent. Well, it's good you got you a big old family there, man. That's always real nice. Always real nice to have a big family like that. So what y'all got going on today other than work? Everybody's got to work. Just about it anyway. Chandler, I know you probably going out and cleaning some pools. I know I gotta work. I was real close to calling out today. But you'd be alright.
Chandler Godby says yes, work.
Yeah. I'm about tired of work. Yesterday was awful.
Gilbert Shavira says I don't work right now.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to remember. I think you were telling me about it last time. You was running your own business. I think it was contractor work, if I recall correctly. My memory's awfully foggy this morning. It is only 6 a.m.
Gilbert Shavira says yes, sir.
All right, see, yeah.
Luke says I am lucky IDNT have work.
You know, so I remember some things. But, well, man, hopefully you find some work before too long. I know that contractor stuff's got to be, it's definitely got to be rough. So yeah, you definitely need some time off, Luke, after spending all that time over in Hawaii doing HVAC work. I think I got all these down here. Oh, Mrs. Winter. There we go.
Chandler Godby says we have a burger food truck by us that looks oddly similar to that one law.
Really? That's too funny. That's too funny. Let's see. The Pikmin impressionist. What? I appreciate that you're happy that I have 505 followers now. Definitely growing like a weed over here.
Chandler Godby says same color scheme and everything.
Well, ain't that something? You know, we've got a couple of food trucks over here, but it's either barbecue or Mexican food. And I mean, I don't mind, but sometimes you need something a little different. That's like 90% of the restaurants over here. Once upon a time, back when I was working in food service, I wanted to open my own food truck. It was going to be a mac and cheese food truck. Serve different types of mac and cheese. Me and the guy that I worked for.
Chandler Godby says we have a spot where there are like 4 to 5 different food trucks in one area.
Well, dang, we don't have anything like that over here. Yeah, we don't have anything like that over here. We have some very authentic Mexican food around here. They cook out in the parking lot of the Goodwill, selling they selling all sorts of stuff. I ain't went over and tried it yet, but I just know they got a bunch of stuff, and there's always smoke rolling off that grill. Big old smoker grill. Looks real good. Damn, I'm tired. Oh, just a second. Oh, we got straight. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, I'm still trying to wake up a little this morning. Shit. Hey, good morning, QB. QB. I don't know how to say that fully. I'll be honest with you. Oh, Chandler, I did end up getting
Gilbert
some.
Shavira says, what happened to Cowboy Hat Bro?
Oh, I still got it. I still got it. I got it right here. I'm just a little. My ears are cold this morning. My ears are cold. Oh, damn it! Go back on the thing. But Chandler, I got me some at Jimmy Dean sausage on a stick.
Chandler Godby says Cowboy Beanie Pop.
Cowboy Beanie Pop. Oh, that's too funny. There we go. Got that adjusted back. All right. Whew. Damn, I think I should stay in bed this morning.
Chandler Godby says Jimmy Dean for the win.
Yeah, I'm gonna go have some in before work day. They were good. I got the blueberry ones though. They're super good. The blueberry ones are fantastic. There we go. That's done.
Chandler Godby says, did you see they are coming out with a train conductor simulator?
Well, you know, I know that there was something similar that I've played before, and I didn't like it too much. I mean, it'd be cool to be a train conductor. Don't get me wrong. I talked to a guy actually here on TikTok. His name's Duke. He's a train engineer. Yeah, hell, I might have to look into that now. Might have to look into it.
Chandler Godby says petition to make trains a common form of travel again.
Oh yeah, 10 out of 10, man. I would love to travel by train. I mean, I've actually looked into going up to like Washington and stuff like that, because there's a train line that runs from down here in Georgia up there. But the only downside is it's like a 26-hour train ride. I mean, it's
Chandler
a bit crazy.
Godby says, I know they have them, but I wish it was more common.
Yeah, no, I wished it was more common too. I wish there was a better infrastructure for it. So that would be nice. Having a better infrastructure for it would be what I'm looking at. There we go. Floor's done. Done. Yeah, because I'll be honest. I mean, I don't mind driving, but daggum, sometimes I hate driving when I got to travel somewhere. I'd love to be able to hop on a train and just go. The only downside where I'm at, I'd have to drive a little bit over an hour to even get to a place where I can get on the train. So I'd still have that commute.
Chandler Godby says, I am going to Orange Beach for a buddy's bachelor party later this year, and that's a 10-hour drive.
Yes, that's too much, man. That's entirely too much. So it'd be much better if it was a train. Take my damn glasses off. But yeah, it would be much better if it was a train. We went out on a there's a scenic railway down here. It's an old locomotive.
Chandler Godby says and flights are like 300 plus a ticket.
Yeah, well, that's cheaper than trains. I've extensively looked into taking trains places, and a lot of times it's cheaper to get on a plane. I mean, I ain't flying. If we was meant to fly, we'd have wings. But yeah, we got on a scenic railroad.
Chandler Godby says,
and,
dang, are trains expensive?
Yeah, they're hella expensive. Very expensive. I mean, unless you take and plan on sitting in a singular seat.
Luke says, thank God my company pays for our tickets.
Yeah, that's definitely got to be a huge plus.
Chandler Godby says you'd think ITD be the other way around.
You would think so, because the trains are, they're going to be running, anyway. And I mean, I don't know how expensive they are to run, but yeah, I think it's crazy. Absolutely.
Luke
crazy.
says you look so tired.
Bro, I am exhausted. Absolutely exhausted.
Chandler Godby says I was just about to say maybe more expensive to operate.
Yeah, they could be more expensive to operate. I don't know why I'm so damn tired, but I am a bit on the sleepy side. I should go back to bed. Hold on, let me put my glasses on. I bet I look less tired with my glasses on.
Chandler Godby says hard to think something on the ground would cost more to operate than something in the sky.
You would think so? Hell, I don't know how to say your name. Villamuli. I'm gonna take a stab at it. I've still got a little bit more time. I mean, a lot more time, actually. I'll probably go for another
Luke
hour
says
and a half.
now you look wide awake.
Yeah, it's my glasses. I got naturally sleepy eyes. Naturally sleepy eyes. All right, let me get comfortable here. I should have made that. God almighty, I need some coffee. Oh Lord.
Chandler Godby says any sports you keep up with?
Honestly, I thought about starting to watch baseball this year, since we're only like 2 weeks into the season. I've never followed sports in my life, man. But everybody around here, down in the South, they're like,
Chandler Godby
Atlanta
says
Braves.
Rangers fan here.
Okay. Yeah, I think I might follow the Braves this year. I am going to take my fiance to a game. I've never been to a game. She's been to a few. So I think that'll be super fun. Tickets are...
Chandler Godby says poor soul.
Poor soul. But yeah, we're gonna go to one here soon. Tickets are crazy cheap right now. I didn't realize baseball tickets were so cheap at the beginning of the season. I can get right there on the third baseline, and I think it's like $60 a ticket, and you're like right there in front. Right there.
Chandler Godby says bad teams have cheap ticket lol.
Well, I don't know if the Braves are bad or not. I ain't never kept up with them. If they're bad, then hell, they're just bad, man. Because it was actually, I was looking at tickets for today. It was the Phillies at the Braves, and I'm wanting to say it was right at like $65 or $70. And I mean, you're right over the visitors' dugout. You're right there on the field, basically. I don't think it's done. What is it? Okay, I appreciate you sending that to me. I don't know what that is. Wait a minute.
Chandler Godby says playoffs and they went back down.
Oh, playoffs and then went back down. Yeah. I can see that. I can see that. Well, I appreciate that cowboy hat too there, Kay. Hope you're doing well this morning. I'm just trying to get all my stuff pulled up here. There ain't nothing right. Ain't nothing right on this side. Hell, it ain't gonna show me. No, well. Alright. Yeah, so I mean, I think I might go catch a game.
Tutor K says hope you are doing well this morning too.
Yeah, I'm doing fantastic. Struggling with if I want to call out of work or not. But I don't think I will. But I'm struggling with it. I'm struggling.
Chandler Godby says baseball games are fun to go to.
Yeah, the only sporting event, you know, that I've ever been to is a NASCAR race. And that's super fun. It's actually more fun outside of the race, so all the activities that go on outside. But man,
Tutor K says
good.
it's Wednesday middle of the week, 2 days till the weekend.
Oh yeah, I know it. Yeah, that's why I'm not calling out of work. I was like, hell, we're just about there.
Doge says hi.
What's going on, Doge? How you doing, buddy? Welcome in. Good morning. Good morning. What you got going on today, Kay? You got work today? I don't know if you're a stay-at-home mom or not. I know Sunflower is.
Doge says good, how about you?
Yeah, definitely not too bad. Not too bad. Just hanging out, just chilling. Pressure washing. Trying to clean a burger bun.
Tutor K says no, stay at home mom. Hubby works so I don't have to.
Okay, well that's nice.
Doge says is this Power Wash?
This is Power Wash Simulator, Doge.
Doge says I got it correct.
You did. You did. Good on you, buddy. It's such a relaxing game for the morning. About to order me some coffee from Dunkin', though.
Doge says I got 100%.
What'd you get 100% on the game? I appreciate that goat, Chandler. Chandler. I don't know why I put that J on the front.
Doge says yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I've got 100% on the game. Hell, that's the only way you can beat the levels. You gotta have 100%. No, ain't nothing going on over on the Twitch. There ain't nobody saying hi on the Twitch side of things. I did start multi-streaming, that way I can be over here on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube all at the same time. Just to try it out, see how it goes. That's why I'm
Chandler Godby says how's weather by you? Here in Dallas it's really cold in the mornings, then very warm in the day. Doge says cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger. Hold on, let me check the weather. It was a little cool yesterday. I'll tell you right now, it's definitely a little cool yesterday. I don't know. I know, hell, it was hot over the weekend. It was damn near, it was like 90 degrees on Saturday. There you go. It's too much. Yeah, it's 37 right now, and then we'll get up to a high of a 60. Yeah, Doge, your voice echoed. It was real
Doge
weird.
says did my voice echo?
Yeah, it's super weird. I don't know what happened.
Doge says going on a trip in my favorite rocket ship to the sky.
Little Einsteins.
Doge says yeah.
Yeah, my sister used to sing that all the time. She just randomly belts it out, so it lives rent free in my head quite often. Damn, I fell off the burger.
Doge says cheeseburger.
Good old cheeseburger. Cheeseburger.
Doge says I want a cheeseburger. Doge says cheese. Chandler Godby says my son will grow up on the cartoons I grew up on FS. Doge says hi.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, whenever if I ever have kids, that is.
Doge
be
says
the same
hi.
for me.
Doge says hi. Doge says hi.
Doge, quit spamming the chat, bro. Please and thank you. That was a bit too early for all that. Yeah, it showed that you pushed it in there 4 times.
Doge says I didn't. Doge says my voice echoed.
No, it definitely wasn't an echo. I can see the text where it says hi multiple times there.
Doge says hola or hi.
Hey, what's going on, Karina? How are you doing this morning? I hope you're doing well.
Brooke, his name is Trey, says hey critter.
What you got going on today?
Doge says going on a trip in my favorite rocket ship to the sky.
Yeah, no, you part of the little Einsteins there, house.
Doge says let's go. Brooke, his name is Trey, says no plans, just supporting lives for now and probably going to stream later, smiley face.
Well, that's cool. What
Doge says Anatawa Yowaides.
What do you taking stream there, Trina?
Doge says Anatawa Yowaides.
Hold on a minute.
Doge says hi.
Alrighty. There we go. That should fix that. That should fix that. Yeah, anyway. Sorry about that.
Brooke, his name is Trey, says I sometimes stream video games. Fortnite Festival, GTA, Sims, Clone Hero.
Dang, large variety there. Definitely a large variety there, that's for sure. Well, I'll definitely have to catch some of the streams. So I do have some Clone Hero. We just played through the Guitar Hero games on emulation. After I was finally
Chandler
able to get that set
Godby
up.
says I want to stream Sims, but I am afraid of getting clowned on.
Well, I mean, I don't know how. Well, stream sim? You talking about like the Sims, the actual video game The Sims? Because I was thinking simulators like I'm playing right now, and I was like, wait a minute, how can you get clowned on?
Chandler Godby says yes'm, I loved Sims 2 on the GameCube, and so I've always loved those games.
Bro, just get on there and stream it. Hell, I mean, what are they gonna do?
Brooke, his name is Trey, says haha Ty. I just picked up Clone Hero, Guitar Hero again. It's giving me nostalgia.
I know it was so fantastic. When I was playing through Guitar Hero, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And then oh, the roof's still dirty. Oh, there it is. And then playing through Rock Band, it was a love-hate relationship, because I forgot in the original Rock Band you can't change your difficulty. So I hopped in and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna play it on hard. My fingers should be able to keep up. I'm an actual guitar player. That don't happen. It does not happen, that's for sure. Yeah, see, Power Wash Simulator is great, Brandon. It's absolutely great. Such a smooth way to start the day, my friend. Alright, let's see.
Brooke, his name is Trey, says, is this game on Steam?
Yeah, it's on Steam. They're coming out with the second one too. It's gonna be later this year, but they're coming out with one. So I'm pretty excited about that. Oh. Brandon, been there, buddy. Not the breakup aspect, but I totally no life to this game. So much. Like, I spent so much time playing this. And now I just constantly play it. It's one of my favorite games. Yeah, it's definitely 10 out of 10, worth the buy. If you have Xbox Game Pass, it's free
Brooke,
on there.
his name is Trey, says at Brandon less than 3 I wish. I can't even play video games when I am sad, haha, I'll check it out.
Yeah, definitely check it out. And hey, if you get it, it's got multiplayer on it. We can get into a game and we can go to town on pressure washing. Gets me excited. Roof's still dirty. Rear wheel arches. Windows, wing mirrors. All right. Let's see. I don't know how many hours I have in it per se, because I didn't get the game on Steam. I got it on Xbox PC Game Pass. So, and I don't think that it actually registers it. And at one point in time, is it not cross-platform? Well, that's a little nutty. Everything else is.
Brooke, his name is Trey, says it's not sad face, ah. Brooke, his name is Trey, says I was ready to play with you guys.
Hey, we can definitely get a game. Definitely get a game. What are we waiting on, Brandon? My gamer tag for Xbox. is Dreadwolf 26. You have an idea?
Brooke, his name is Trey, says, do most PPL prefer Xbox or PS5?
Honestly, I prefer PC. So you can do a lot more with it. You can get a lot more games, and plus it's not just for gaming. But if I had to choose a console, it'd be Xbox. Let's see, storage unit. Damn, storage unit is dirty. Oh yeah, Brandon, I get that 100%. Those tag PlayStation controllers can feel tiny. All right, what the hell? Oh, well, that'll do it right there. Hey, that one's done. Alright, folks, I'm actually going to step away for a few minutes. I am going to go make me something for breakfast. I don't know if I've got a be right back screen. I think I've got a starting soon screen that I'll throw up. I might be going for...
Brooke, his name is Trey, says, enjoy.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. Yeah, I might be back in... It might take me a little bit. It might take me 6 or 7 minutes. So if y'all hang out, that's awesome. If not, I'll be back. I'll be back. I mean, I'm still going to stream. I've got until 8 a.m. Eastern time, so I've got an hour and 20 minutes before I got to be at work. But I will. I'll be right back. I'm just going to flip it over to the start soon screen. Y'all hang out now.
Chandler Godby says, oh no, our table. Brooke, his name is Trey, says, at Brandon less than 3, yes, just a chill day, about to hit my Benjamin. Chandler Godby says, A. Chandler Godby says, Penn for the win. Chandler Godby says that wild, I am a pool boy and never been tested. Brooke, his name is Trey, says at Chandler Godby, haha, I found my PPL. Brooke, his name is Trey, says at Brandon less than 3, no way, how often? Chandler Godby says at Karina, absolutely. I am letting my dog out, Will Puffin. Brooke, his name is Trey, says at Chandler Godby, what kind of dog you have, I love doggos. Brooke, his name is Trey, says at Brandon less than 3, that's so ridiculous. Chandler Godby says at Karina, Anatolian Shepherd, Great Pyrenees mix. Brooke, his name is Trey, says at Brandon less than 3, you're not late. 24 is a great age to start. Congratulations. Brooke, his name is Trey, says at Chandler Godby, ah, big puppy. Chandler Godby says at Karina, she's the runt, so all her family is much bigger, but she's still great, lol. Chandler Godby says, I guess Brandon, that coffee got 3, my fault, must have missed it.
Well, daggum, that was a hell of an echo. I don't know what happened there. It just pulled around everywhere. Alright, folks, I'm back. So, I'm definitely going to I'm going to switch my camera off while I eat, but we're going to chit-chat, play some pressure washing, what have you. Webcam. And that's going to wink out into existence there. See, I just look at my nice little frame that I made. Let's see, what was y'all talking about? What did I miss? Oh God, y'all was talking about dogs. I want a dog. I want a dog so bad. We've got a cat. I like cats, but I like dogs a bit better.
Chandler Godby says at Brandon less than 3, not for sure what eyes, but I don't think so, they seem normal, maybe a little droopy. Chandler Godby says, but she's a special dog if you know what I mean.
You know, the two dogs that we had, one of them was special. So I know exactly what you mean. I love that dog to death. They lived a long life. They were little Chihuahuas. They were, let's see, one of them was 13 and the other one was 11 when they passed away. They passed away within 6 months of each other. God, it's the worst time of my life.
Chandler Godby says, yeah, she's super special, like, brother is her dad type of special.
What? Brother is her dad type of special. Well, at least they was keeping it in the family. What's that?
Chandler Godby says, bahaha.
Oh. Trying to what time is it? Yeah, I might be able to get to this little solar station done before work starts.
Chandler Godby says your TTS is super smart. Most would have just said the separate letters. Brooke, his name is Trey, says at Brandon less than 3 ahaha savage.
The TTS is just from an app called Tickfinity, Chandler.
Brooke, his name is Trey, says at Brandon less than 3 love the special ones lol. Flash forward says 11:30. Brooke, his name is Trey, says at Brandon less than 3 I didn't know dogs could be special.
No, terrible. Let me get this camera back on. There we go. I'm back. Now y'all can see my ugly face again. Fancy that, huh? 11:30, Jeremy. 11:30. We cleaning up a solar station today. Well, I'm hoping that I can finish it anyway.
Chandler Godby says at Karina she would prove it for you if she could.
How do I accidentally end up moving my damn camera? Lock in place.
Flash forward says 11:30.
11:30. 11:30. Look at it, Jesse. I see you. I see you. Oh man, I still gotta finish making that
Chandler
backlit
Godby
sign.
says at Brandon less than 3 she's an obvious kind of special, but we still love her lots. Brooke, his name is Trey, says at Chandler Godby OMG.
Yeah, you gotta give the special ones more attention.
Chandler Godby says she's get the utmost attention around here.
Yeah, it's usually how it goes. Ones that are the most special. Get all that attention. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish this one before I gotta go to work. It's already taking some time.
Brooke, his name is Trey, says now I want to be most special.
Now you wanna be you wanna be most special. Oh. I don't know if you want to be that type of special. Just to be honest with you.
Chandler Godby says most special, most attention. Brooke, his name is Trey, says sounds like a good live stream title.
It kind of does, doesn't it? Most special, most attention.
Chandler Godby says bahaha.
I didn't even think that. That would be phenomenal. That would be phenomenal. Look, now I might end up having to take that and turn it into a stream name. I bet a lot of people will take and click on that. Nah, I'm not going to use it. It don't fit the flow. It don't fit the flow. There we go.
Chandler Godby says at Brandon less than 3 hope the rest of work is well of you. Brooke, his name is Trey, says bye Brandon, have a good day at work.
Oh, have a good day at work, Brandon. I'm live every morning, 7 days a week. Weekends, I stream from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. So Eastern time. So always in the mornings. I don't stream much in the evening time. Not a lot
Chandler
of folks
Godby
get in.
says best way to wake up.
Oh, I appreciate that. Yes, it's definitely nice. This has been the most successful streaming time that I've had. And I love it when all the folks come in and, come in and talk and things like that. Nice little community. I appreciate those GGs, Karina and Chandler. I appreciate the 2 goats, my friend. Much appreciated, good people. All right. Appreciate you, Rose, Jeremy. Appreciate you, buddy. I'm trying to catch them out of the corner of my eye. Since I'm using Streamlabs, I don't see all of it. So I've got my own TikTok pulled up on my 3rd monitor over there. Trying to keep up with it. And I'm having to watch the chat that way too. Now, where? Somebody tell me where this thing is actually still dirty at. That's what I want.
Brooke, his name is Trey, says I do the same. It's a lot, lol.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot. It's a lot. But you know, it's worth it. I mean, sometimes I'm like, man, I should just take and stream to TikTok, and then, you know, there's a couple of folks that are definitely regulars. You know, Chandler's definitely a regular. Jeremy, Luke, Kay, she definitely pops in quite a bit. You know, but there's nobody that ends up actually being a regular on TikTok, except a very select few folks. And that's why I was trying to go to Twitch and stuff like that, but you know, there's no engagement on that side of things. There we go, that's done. Tell I like it on here. You ought to take and hop in the Discord too.
Chandler Godby says regular at the Critter Saloon. Brooke, his name is Trey, says no engagement on Twitch.
Yeah, regular at the Critter Saloon. That's right, Chandler. No, there's no engagement. Hold on, I gotta get that pop back up because I come back. No, there ain't nothing going on Twitch right now. I've got one viewer, which is myself. It's just the way it is. But you know,
Chandler Godby says I get very little engagement on the Twitch as well.
Yeah, well, because you know, Twitch is mostly for you know, it's for folks that are established, so discoverability is very low on that side. Maybe I haven't figured out the whole algorithm thing of it yet. Maybe I just need to do a little bit more research on it. But yeah, it's not very good. I've had, you know, folks that weren't from, you know, weren't from TikTok that went over there. I've had one person actually join into one of my streams. And he's a guy named Vlad from Romania. And I've only talked to him once. He spent his lunchtime with me. We was having a little chit chat, and it was super fun. Yeah, other than
Chandler Godby says, what's the Twitch user? I can't seem to find it.
Oh, my Twitch handle? Look, hold on, I'm gonna have to check now. I don't know if I've updated it yet. Did I update it? Oh, it's still under Sun Eater. Why haven't I been able to change that yet? Yeah, 3 weeks and 2 days. Yeah, well, you can't find it. I've got a different name. It's Sun Eater XII. I'm a big fan of deathcore. I like deathcore music. Lorna Shore is one of my favorite bands.
Brooke, his name is Trey, says I was going to start streaming on Twitch too, but now I am hesitant. Chandler Godby says I heard Suns don't taste all that good.
They're a little spicy. A little spicy. But hey, really, it wouldn't be a bad idea, Karina, to just multi-stream. I mean, I stream to YouTube as well. I mean, I'm a little bit everywhere. I appreciate that, Chandler. I see you over on Twitch. I see you over. I've found the Twitch. I need to do some work on it, to be honest with you.
Brooke, his name is Trey, says what's our YouTube?
What the hell, what is my YouTube? Shit. Look, quit pausing it. Oh, I ain't even signed into my YouTube. Hold on a minute. No, memento. Possibly. I hope that's my password. Hey, it is. Yeah, this one's Big Critter. So BIG_Critter. The same thing it is on this one. I mean, there's not really anything on there. I need to do better about posting content. So
Brooke, his name is Trey, says gracias amigo.
De nada. Another fun fact. I've got 820 days on Duolingo, and that's streak days. So I've done Duolingo every day for that long. I don't know any Spanish though. I can read it, but I can't speak it.
Brooke, his name is Trey, says, "Hey, you're basically fluent now."
Basically fluent now. It's been very fun learning Spanish though. I've started picking up some Latin as well. I think it would be a fun language to learn, since it is it's a dead language, so nobody actually speaks it in the world anymore.
Chandler Godby says, "I did Duolingo for about 3 months straight, and I felt I learned very little."
Yeah, there's not much retention to it. I'll be honest with you. I mean, the concept's very good. The platform is very playful. It's a gamified style of learning a language, but you're not retaining any information because it just gives you the answers. Hey, what's going on, Elim? Good morning, buddy. Good morning. I don't know why I'm still using them. Okay.
Chandler Godby says, "Gotta use the other app. I forgot what it's called, but I know you gotta pay for it."
You talking about Rosetta Stone? Because I know there's Rosetta Stone and Babbel. Hey, well, I'm glad you're feeling better, Elim. Yeah, Greg, or Sir Greg.
Chandler Godby says, "Babel."
Yeah, Babbel. Yeah, the Lost City Palace with the triple sprayer. You know, good thing to do is if you're working on the outside of the pyramid, there is if you stand at an angle, the way that the here, I'll show you a little trick. Sped it up for me. I don't know if I'll be able to get it here, but if you stand at an angle, well, it's not gonna be able to be good enough, but it'll fan out very large and work out for you. Yeah, I would highly recommend it. That's the only way that I got through it. Hell, I think it still took me like 3 hours to get everything done. You can see it at a good old distance. It works pretty well. Had to do the same thing with the cargo ship since it had all that grease on it. Oh, you're on the inside now? That's fantastic, dude. Is this your first playthrough of it? I love it. I never thought I'd nerd out about a pressure washing game, but I love it. I love pressure washing in real life too. If that could be my actual career, I would be a professional pressure washer. Like, no kidding. Not exaggerating at all.
Chandler Godby says, "My dad used to own a pressure washing company."
Yeah, I've always wanted to do that. I would absolutely love to pressure wash for a living.
Chandler Godby says, "Easiest business to start."
Yeah. Yeah, definitely not. It doesn't seem like it's it's too bad to start, but I'm telling you, around here, I mean, everybody and their brother has a pressure washer business. Like any redneck with a truck, and hell, even an electric pressure washer is out here pressure washing. I mean, I know competition's healthy, but all at the same time, heck up, you know?
Chandler Godby says, "Yeah, I am sure the area is pretty saturated."
Yeah.
Flash Forward says, "Or lawn care."
Yeah, lawn care. Oh my God. Everybody with a damn $20 push mower they got off Craigslist. Hell, even our lawn guy, I know he ain't making no money. We don't pay him a lot.
Chandler Godby says my dad owns a lawn care company now.
Yeah, I think I might spin up something in technology. I mean, I've got a lot of different programs and stuff like that that I could probably take and sell. Like a note-taking AI called Vocal Forwards that I built. So that's much easier than, well, you know, typing out your own notes. And Microsoft's speech to text is just not that good.
Chandler Godby says my buddy makes bank in cybersecurity.
Yeah, see, I wanted to get into cybersecurity, but man, it is difficult to get into. I've been talking to a lot of folks at work that work in cybersecurity, and they're wanting like all sorts of different certifications and what have you. It's crazy. Oh, Lord of mercy. But yeah, I think that would be fun. I like to hack into things. I like making hacking tools.
Chandler Godby says it's a long process but pays for itself in like half a year.
Yeah, I could imagine that it does. Yeah, it was the focal point of my of my career pursuit there for a while.
Chandler Godby says, but I am not finna do it either, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea.
Brooke, his name is Trey,
into.
says at Chandler Godby, how much is bank?
Well, I'll tell you, Karina, just from my experience and from the folks that I've talked to.
Chandler Godby says just under 6 figs by himself.
Yeah, well, the folks that I've talked to is a little bit over 6 figs. It's like 120K. Which my work environment.
Brooke, his name is Trey, says at Chandler Godby, oh wow, that's awesome. Chandler Godby says yeah, he just started and is already just about there.
Yeah, see, that's
Flash Forward says oh yeah, that's bank.
Yeah, that's what I need to get into. I need to I need to be doing better. I need to be doing better. And I mean, I make good money, don't get me wrong, but it never hurt to have more money, you know. I just want to be able to pay my rent and actually enjoy stuff, not just pay my
Chandler
rent.
Godby says yeah, but he definitely work hard to be able to just start.
Oh yeah, yeah, no, definitely not knocking it at all. I can imagine that it was, you know, it's very, very difficult. I know when I went through, you know, when I was studying it, I'm only like halfway through my Security Plus certification when I was studying for that, and I was like, this is just too much. So, and then I know how to, you know, I know actual hacking stuff and using Kali Linux and stuff like that, but as far as the textbook stuff on it, I don't know anything about it.
Chandler Godby says all props to someone who goes through it.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. Huge props to folks that go through it. Takes a lot of dedication, takes a lot of skill.
Chandler Godby says because I know I wouldn't lol.
Yeah, well, I know for certain that I wouldn't. I didn't make it through it. I might look back into it though. I might do it. Hell, I don't know what I want to do. Hell, I'd hop between so many different career ideas constantly. I mean, I like working in technology like I do right now, but sometimes it's like, dang, you know, get a little bit of burnout because there's always so much work to do. Well, I appreciate you popping in on that second account, Chandler. I'll have to take and adjust the, well, you probably don't use that account too much, but, adjust the text to speech. I had to remove it from some folks and add it to some other folks. I've got it set up to where it's, to folks that are on the team. I think it's a little glass heart thing now. Since somebody was spamming the chat earlier. That's a little annoying. Ain't no sense in that. Daggum, it's already 7:15. Shit. Won't be too long and I have to go to work. Phew. Oh yeah, no worries. No worries. I gotta figure out the whole coin situation with me, because I purchased some once, and now my bank blocks it. It's like, okay, why are you blocking it, bank? My bank's paying, but yeah, because I like going out and being able to support folks and all that, and give gifts. It's a nice, good time. So it's very fun and it don't cost a lot of money. I don't know how that's still dirty. Okay, it's clean now. Yep, that's what I do. It's basically any of the coins that I make is I take and I give them back away to other folks. Oh, mercy. Oh, daggum. I'd much rather get a ladder on this. There we go. Where to go? Oh, end up on the other side. Oh Lord, Bart Simpson joined. I do love The Simpsons. Me and my fiance, we watch it every night before we go to bed. You know, I don't think that was going to work for me.
Chandler Godby says back over here for my TTS.
Yeah, then the TTS is definitely fun to have. I'm really glad that I was able to figure it out. So I like it a lot better. I can watch the chat better. I appreciate that OMG, Jeremy. Appreciate you, buddy. I'll definitely make some adjustments. There's probably only a select few folks that I'll start putting on the list for the TTS. That way we don't have people coming in and, you know, spamming it and stuff like that. I mean, for one coin, you can join the team, and then you've got TTS. I had it set up to where it was just followers at first, and then people would follow, and then they were spamming things that were a bit unsavory. I need to take and hook up Spotify too for music choices and stuff like that. for folks to be able to, you know, to play songs. I think that would be a super good idea. It looks like, yeah, I think we can call this a good. Oh well.
Chandler Godby says I made a playlist but don't know how to give everyone access.
Yeah. Do you have Tickfinity, Chandler? I hope I can download
Chandler
this.
Godby says I do not.
Yeah, I would highly recommend
Chandler
Tickfinity.
Godby says but can get it.
Yeah, because because I'm just using the free features. I'm not about to pay for nothing. I'm not cheap, but well, I'm cheap. But the text to speech is free. I think the Spotify aspect's free. It allowed me to click on it and start the connection workflow. And then there's a couple other things. Hold on, look, now you got me. Now you got me going to check. Let's see. What about the Lackathon? I know we've got the top Lacker.
Chandler Godby says how would you spell it?
Tickfinity. Okay, so it looks like the chatbot does
Chandler
work.
Godby says Tickfinity.
Yep, that's gonna be it. Yep, that'll be it. But all you do is when you get in there, it's challenges. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in here. I finally got the chatbot working. Let's see, overlays, gift feed. Because we can get, I know we get the top lockers in there. I think we can get the ranking list.
Chandler Godby says got it, ill download it once I get home for sure.
Yeah, definitely tinker around with it. It's super fun. There's a couple of different things that I'm gonna take and add. I just didn't want everything to be like really crowded, but I don't know just yet. Oh, damn.
Chandler Godby says I get that, I feel mine is a bit overcrowded, need to mess with it.
Yeah. Well, see, that's how it was when because I done this this custom border, you know, with the Critter Crew and all that down at the bottom, and I was like, man, I feel like that takes up a lot of space. And then I look at some other streams, and hell, it's mostly their camera that takes up the entire thing. So I was like, oh well, I don't feel too bad. And then the seems like the chat aspect when you're watching it on your mobile phone anyway covers up a lot of the gameplay. And I'm like, well, I don't want to put myself at the bottom. I was like, that just feels awkward to me. So hell, I don't know. I just be out here tinkering. Right, there we go. That's done. It looks like we got all this
Chandler
done.
Godby says this layout of perfect.
Okay, well, we'll just leave it be, and we won't change nothing then. So it's definitely taking a lot of tinkering to be able to get everything down pat, to to where I think it looks
Chandler Godby says I can see game just fine with chat here.
good. Okay, well that's good. So I ain't got to worry about it too much. Because I haven't actually looked at it on my phone. I can't really pull it up on my phone. I can get it on, I can get it up on the desktop and watch it from there, but I can't ever see it on my phone. Although we're going to check it though. We're going to click on it. Yeah. Nope, can't see it from the phone. But it'll be alright. It'll be alright. I should have made myself a cup of coffee rather than having a Dr. Pepper this morning. I'm a bit tired. Hell, I think the music stopped. So y'all had breakfast yet? I know it's still kind of early in the morning. What's going on, Mars? Happy hump day. Hump day. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? It's hump day. That's my favorite.
Chandler Godby says it's 50 out right now, but is going to get up to 80. Not for sure if I got with pants or shorts.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Flash forward says Skittles.
I would much rather freeze in the morning and then be comfortable in shorts. Or you can go like full early 2000s and get the pants that you can zip off the bottom of the legs. I had a pair of those back when I think I was in middle school.
Chandler Godby says dang, need to get those.
Yeah. Need to grab some of those, man. I don't even know if they still make them. It's been so long ago. Take these glasses off. Y'all just gonna have to look at me tired. Just look at me tired. I need to call and make a dentist appointment. Ooh, I hate going to the dentist. It's one of my least favorite things to do. Least favorite thing to do. I think I got like a tonsil stone or something. Hell, y'all probably don't even want to hear about that. Sometimes I just think out loud too much.
Chandler Godby says I don't think enough.
No, the hell, I think too much. I'm a certified overthinker, my friend. There's always something on my brain, and I hop from one thing to the next. And I'm telling you, I'm like Doug from the movie Up. Just squirrel, you know.
Chandler Godby says definitely and underthinker here.
Yeah. Well, you know, it definitely happens.
Flash forward says I think so much I should get paid for it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Hell, if I got paid for it, I'd be rich.
Chandler Godby says if I was a wrestler, my name would be the Underthinker.
That was too good. Oh, God. Oh, man.
Flash forward says LMAO.
The Underthinker. I'm going to be thinking about that all day, Chandler. Bro, you got to make a TikTok video of that. Oh, God, that would be so good. Oh.
Chandler Godby says glad I could show a bit of my comedy skills.
Oh, God. Oh, that's super good, dude. That's super good. Hey, you know, never be ashamed of flexing your comedy because that was God, that was good. That was good. Oh, I'm gonna be thinking about that all day.
Flash Forward says at Chandler Godby, just do random wrestling moves and don't think about the outcome like Jeff Hardy.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, you're you're not wrong. I appreciate the follow. They're cute and creepy. Yada. How you doing today? Here, I'm gonna adjust that text to speech back. We'll do it for everybody that follows. We're just gonna do it for everybody that follows here.
Chandler Godby says Jeff Hart throwing himself off of stuff.
Yeah, that Swanton bomb, dude. I'm telling you, it's just crazy. All right, there we go. I'll switch that back over to
Ayla.
followers.
Long says time for me to go to school, bye. Ayla. Long says at least have followed you.
All right, well, have a good day at school. Enjoy
Chandler
yourself.
Godby says he still wrestles in TNA.
Does he still wrestle in TNA? Oh, I'm gonna have to watch that. I love Jeff Hardy. I wasn't a big fan of Matt Hardy, but Jeff Hardy was just wild, dude. He was just so wild. Definitely reckless. I'll never forget when he done that swanton bomb off the top of the rafters right there at the entrance. I don't remember who he went through.
Chandler
the table on.
Godby says they both were on WWE's NXT a few weeks ago. Flash Forward says at Chandler Godby, I heard about both trying to go back to WWE.
You know, it makes me wonder if Triple H will take him. Jeff Hardy was really reckless, though. He was very reckless. He would definitely end up getting somebody hurt, if not himself.
Chandler Godby says TNA and WWE have a deal so some of their wrestlers will pop up at each other's shows.
Okay, well, that's good. I need to take and watch some wrestling because I haven't seen it in a while. I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'll definitely do that while I'm at work today. Definitely do that while
Flash
I'm at work.
Forward says, but he's sober now.
Oh, is he sober now? Well, that's good. It's good. At least he's sober now. 'Cause I don't want to be sober.
Chandler Godby says Triple H is very open to working with other companies, unlike Vince.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the only way that you're gonna take and grow. I mean, I don't keep up with wrestling like I used to, but I don't feel like it has as big of an impact like it did, back in the early 2000s and the late 90s. But I could be really wrong there, just because I'm not in that scene anymore like I used to be. So I mean, they need to do something to branch out a little bit. Oh, damn. Or it's still dirty on this damn elbow pipe's what I want to know. I just want to get this last pipe right here done. There we go.
Chandler Godby says the amount of comments for this stream must be insane.
Oh, I bet it's a lot. I don't even know how to check it. I really don't. I don't know how to check it. I like it when folks get in here and, say hello and what have you. Hold on. Is there a way to check it?
Flash Forward says, how are you liking Red Dead 2?
I think it's good. I think Red Dead 2 is really good. It's not.
Chandler Godby says I guess on Steam Lab I wouldn't know my bad.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how do I explain this for Red Dead. It's not a good streaming game because it's so story rich, and I like to talk too damn much. So just to be honest, I'll be able to tell how many comments there is after the live ends because TikTok Live Studio will let me know. So they give you all of those analytics and everything like that. But as it stands right now, because I'm having to
Flash
watch.
Forward says I see your point.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm having to watch all of the comments actually in my live, so I've got it pulled up on my monitor, watching it there, and doing it that way. So it's a bit strange. So, I mean, it kind of tells me like how many views and whatnot, and the folks that have kind of popped in, and it tells me the likes, but that's basically it. It don't really tell me anything else. The chat's not even working in the live feature in the web browser like it normally does. So it's being a little glitchy. Little glitchy. All right. I'm gonna do this last piece of pipe and then I gotta go to work. I've got so much stuff I gotta do today. At least we made it to Wednesday. At least we made it to Wednesday. So that's fantastic.
Flash Forward says all right everybody, it's time for me to be an employee. Y'all have a blessed day.
Yeah, you too as well, Jeremy. I'm about to hop off too, man. I'm gonna finish this pipe right here and then gotta log into all my stuff and go get paid by the hour. Well, that'll be it. Oh man. So we'll just pause that up right there. Go ahead and put my controller off of this side. Well, folks, looks like I've definitely got to take and hop off of here as well. But I appreciate everybody that joined in. Kay, Chandler. Let's see who's all in here. I want to make sure all y'all's in here. See, we got Kay, Chandler, Karina. Oh, Gilberto. Says that you're still in here too as well, buddy. I didn't know you was here, man. Still getting the kids ready. Might be listening to the side. Appreciate all the folks that followed as well. If y'all are still hanging out in here. Because, TikTok's just telling me not who's
Chandler
actually
Godby says have a good one at work, about to leave the house myself.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all have a fantastic Wednesday.